I had no idea at all to produce a film. मैं जब उतरा फ्लाइट से, you ask a stewardess for a lifafa before landing. Put your green card in the lifafa. Go to the post office at the airport and put it in the post office box. That's the only way you're going to stay back home. Then it was just, cinema was just by accident, you see. I told my mother that if it doesn't work, I will marry the girl you want me to marry, put up the factory you want me to put up. I will listen to everything that you tell me. And Bombay was a sin city, you see, and a cinema city, but also a city of the industrial wealth of India. You see, I had no idea at all to produce a film. I mean, I had got interested in the what they call the European art cinema. It was also part of the same. See, the hippie movement also a time of great creative and intellectual and curiosity ferment also, you see. It was not just drugs and sex. You see, because all the first environmental movement, इन्होंने वो produce करा. So I had no idea. I had no idea of being into cinema at all. So then from there I got into this cinema. So it started being shown in little kind of क्या करते थे ना कि हमारे UCLA के जो है ना उसके साथ में Santa Monica है. Today Santa Monica is the most expensive real estate in the world. That time it was practically a slum area. तो क्या था वहाँ पर क्या है ना वो one or two stores went out of business. तो ये hippies ने क्या करा उसको किराए पर ले लिया, कुर्सियाँ लगा दी, 16 mm कैमरा रखा पीछे, and they started showing this European art cinema, the French, the Italian. Then of course when I realized हमारा भी चलो हमारा भी एक बंदा है तो I used to be very proud, Japanese, So that's how I got interested in that cinema because see again I was relating to literature, na. I was always fond of reading. So then I found that how this cinema can also have can make literature into films, you see, which is probably what influenced me because all my films are based on literature actually. I didn't realize that, Katha, Rajnigandha, all are based on literature, It just happened. It wasn't conscious. Yeah, because then I had films to it because, it just began about the same time, in America. And just, like I said, it literally began in stores that had gone out of business. There's this boulevard called Wilshire Boulevard that leads from almost from Hollywood to the sea. So when it got towards Santa Monica, that was like a semi-slum area. तो वो मेरा ख्याल है 2 stores में थी ये temporary cinema halls. सिर्फ कुर्सियाँ लगी हुई थी और पीछे तुम्हारा you could hear right behind you was the projector. There was no projection room either, Just projector put on a bare stand, you see, and just rattling away in your ear if you sat nearby there, So that's when I became totally fascinated by this cinema. I said, my God, this is like a whole new world, And my roommate, who was a contemporary of Francis Ford Coppola, dating his, dated his sister, Tyler Coppola, he was dating her also. तो वो तो गाली निकालते थे सिन्हा को, हम उनको गाली निकालते हैं, हमने कहा Marshall, what the fuck do you know? You guys are just making this crap, So it began just see. Also, this whole new wave cinema was just a post-World War II phenomena. See, don't forget, in 1960 we were only about 15 years away. World War II ended in 45, 44, right? 60 is not 16 years away, not a generation away, na yaar. You see? was generation away, just one generation away. Yeah. No, you see the new wave. It was called, what was it called? That came with the Italian cinema, you see. You know, Bicycle Thief. You know, Open City, Rossellini. So that was a different movement altogether. पहले तो वही सिनेमा बनता था, same family stories, वो basically love stories, वो हॉलीवुड ले लो, वो ये कर लो. मैं once in a while किसी ने किसी नॉवल के ऊपर फिल्म बना दी. जैसे यहाँ लोग, प्रेमचंद, they made films on Premchand's work. And of course, the Bombay cinema at that time, had all these poets and great writers working in the cinema at that time, you see. So there was no such thing as new cinema or old cinema or nothing of that sort, So it was just cinema. So then in that, of course, you had great filmmakers in that time, मैं फिर finally मैं 2 बार आया, 2 बार वापस चला गया. फिर मेरा childhood friend है. He was in school with me, modern school also. तो अरुण कुलाडी कहता है, यार देख बात है सुरेश, मैंने भी यही करा था. तूने अगर करना है ना, यहाँ रहना है वापस, you do like what I did. मैं जब उतरा फ्लाइट से, उस टाइम like I said ना, the airlines were not so bloody crowded ना, so you get all this, they really serve you. Because you ask a stewardess for a lifafa before landing, put your green card in the lifafa, go to the post office at the airport and put it in the post office box to the American embassy. That's the only way you're going to stay back home. I did exactly that. Without chitti, without nothing. I just took my green card. I asked the students for a lifafa. I wrote the American Embassy in New Delhi on it. I went to the post office at the airport, licked the stamp, put in the post office box. Literally. So that was 1971, just before the Bangladesh war. Then I finally settled back in India. So 1960s when I left India. So in between I came back once for 6 months, once for I think 8 months, So then, so that's why I stayed back in India. अब वो बात क्या थी कि मेरा तो वही था ना कि मेरा अब I had no desire to do business, you see. I had no desire to be an industrialist. Of course, my mother, मेरा मुंडा अमेरिका पढ़ के आया, इंजीनियर है, पर एक टाटा बिरला थे आगे मेरा पुत्र. That was the mother's thinking, ना कि टाटा बिरला उसका सुरेश जिंदल. Who else is there in India, So then I just stayed back and then it was just, cinema was just by accident, you see. If you 30% only recover their money or more. 70% don't do it. It's worldwide. Like last film I made with my Lama, $2 million. Not $1 has come back to us so far. But that's part of the game. Yeah. You see, I had no further horizon than to get my money back. Because I told my mother that if it doesn't work, I will marry the girl you want me to marry, put up the factory you want me to put up. I will listen to everything that you tell me. If the film doesn't work. That was my deal with her, And of course, she was horrified. They were all horrified, My brother was a little bit more cooler, They're also a little rebellious type, Even though they were much older to me. So I had no further horizon And that was just the capital, not in interest. मुझे interest भी नहीं चाहिए था. सिर्फ मेरी capital वापस आ जाए. Beyond that, I had no expectations. Bombay at that time was extremely vibrant, you see. Bombay में क्या था? Bombay में prohibition होती थी. Brought by Mangesh Desai. And Bombay was a sin city, you see. And a cinema city. But also a city of the industrial wealth of India. Also a city of a lot of creativity, like advertising industry was based there. So the whole atmosphere was very charged in Bombay in those days. So there was prohibition, but every apartment building you could get, every apartment building the watchman knew where to get your bottle of booze. It was so flowing everywhere. Some jagah it was flowing. All this and this whole nexus was between the criminal and the cops, you see. And the Bombay cops were considered to be the best cops in the world because the crime rate was low, and any criminal that had escaped from somewhere, they would catch him. Charles Sobraj, you must remember, Bombay cop caught him in Goa. तो उनका क्या था? उनका crime क्या थे? Crime basically was this hooch and smuggling. No drugs. Because हमारे traditionally we sold opium, hashish and ganja in licensed shops. Okay? Traditionally. And the licensed shops were always near a famous mandir or a famous masjid. The best bhang in Delhi was Shishganj Gurdwara. उसके साथ में एक दुकान होती थी. तो हमारा दफ्तर, my brother's office used to be in Aswali Road. So I sent my chaprasi from there to buy the bhang. Means the paste was made. Then of course we made the thandai at home and so there was no hard drugs. And these drugs were all traditionally licensed. ठेके में मिलते थे. जैसे boo shops licensed होती हैं. So smuggling was the main thing. क्यों? Because nothing was imported. भाई साहब, हम तो उस जमाने में स्कूल गए हुए हैं जहाँ हिंदुस्तान में पेंसिलें नहीं मिलती थी. You probably find it funny to listen to it today. You had no pencils in India, and the pencils they started making. You write one. You first time you put the lead on the paper, so it would be lead. So all these imported pencils that you got once in a while, तो उसके पीछे मेटल कैप मिलती थी पेंसिल के पीछे लगाने के लिए. तो उसको till it became this small, you used it with the metal cap giving you the support, like a holder, metal holder. So there was nothing. There was no import. India is a nation of entrepreneurs, like China is. Historically, we had 50% of world GDP between China and India. Okay? You can check it out. Okay? तो उन्होंने सारी entrepreneurship खत्म कर दी. हर एक फिल्म में, if you look at the 50s film of that time ना, the villain is always the बनिया. बनिया उसकी बात कब कर रहे हैं? जब मैं शतरंज की खिलाड़ी बनाई, मेरे खिलाफ इन्होंने स्ट्राइक कर दी रे साहब के यूनिट ने. एंड नाराज दिखे बस ब्लड थर्स्टी मारवाड़ी लो बोलो. मैं 77 की बात कर रहा हूँ हिंदी पुलिस में. ब्लड थर्स्टी मारवाड़ी, तो इन्होंने इतना मतलब बदनामी करी। अब हमारे स्कूल में हमें आम कहते थे टीचर्स, तुम तो साले बनियो, तुम तो घर में जाकर बैठोगे, तुमने क्या सीखना है। My chemistry was particularly nasty about it, you know. मूल राज, तुम क्या सीखोगे, तुमने क्या केमिस्ट्री सीखने, तुम जाके दुकान पे जाके बैठोगे। Openly used to say that in English, of course, you know. तो इन्होंने सारा वो एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप बंद कर दिया। So, you know, at that time, these synthetic materials that come in, first was a thing called terraline. आपने नाम सुना होगा। उसके बाद नैलन आया। So the corruption had just started. In the first period of India, there was no corruption, you see. क्या था तो उस टाइम क्या था कि it was told in whispers कि हफ्ता मिलता है इनको। Nobody openly said like today. आजकल तो रेट लगाते हैं ना अपने बोर्ड पर, इस काम का इतना, इस काम का इतना। तो क्या था तो so the police and the criminal who were basically smugglers and hooch makers both being beneficial activities to society. तो उनका ये था, उन्होंने कहा था देखो भाई बात ये है कि as long as you don't harass any innocent civilian जिससे कि हल्ला हो जाएगा, तुम काम करते रहो अपना, and you will not harbor any criminals that you know from anywhere else अपने इलाके में, नहीं तुम्हारी मैं दुकान बंद कर दूंगा। You know, you could send a 4-year-old child in a taxi at 2 a.m. with complete confidence that nothing will happen to her. Bombay was so safe. First, I started living in National Sports Club of India because when it was first opened with the first Asian Games in the 50s, तो my brother very kind of वो member बन गया, उन्होंने मुझे एक member बना दिया। मुझे पता भी नहीं था, मेरे भाई ने बोला तू तो member है वहाँ का जाकर। So then I started staying in this near the Bandra station, a hotel called Mansarovar Hotel. And Mansarovar Hotel was next to Bandra station, and it also rented out rooms to prostitutes to come and do their work. Now, not permanently, but you know, for getting your pleasure. I stayed Mansarovar Hotel for a long time in Bandra. So, see, no, you see, I have this kind of a perversion, nah. I should also just say I want to just get experience. See, I came from a totally different background, nah. So I didn't look down upon it. I wanted that experience, yaar. मुझे यार कहाँ रहते हो, तुम कहाँ रहते हो? I used to ask my cameraman assistant, वो जा रहे को कभी काम मिलता है, कभी नहीं मिलता जा रहे को। उसको एक दिन का 5,000 रुपया मिलता था पूरा 9 महीने काम करने का। अच्छा यार तू कहाँ रहता है? कैसे मैं यहाँ रहता हूँ? कहा चले मैं भी जाके वहाँ रहता हूँ। I want to get this experience, you know, because I always knew I had this home back home, you know. So therefore, I knew the bottom line was simply this: I should always come with a return ticket to Bombay. और कुछ नहीं हो तो जाके वापस आएगा, you know. So, though of course my relatives did not want to talk to me on the phone. So my brothers told me, he says, "Dekh, Suresh, if you think that they're going to help you, if you're in trouble, forget it. उन्हें तेरे से बात भी नहीं करनी." Which was true, you know. So I had that anyway. So that's because one day I just need 1,000 rupees badly. उन्होंने मेरे से बात तो करी, पर मुझे 3 दिन कहते अंकल द्वारा फोन करना, डैडी नहीं है, वो 3 दिन मुझे ऐसे उन्होंने लटका दिया। करते. Rajnigandha is 1,000 rupees to buy some raw stock, you know. Kotak raw stock was like this gold, this platinum, yaar, you know. Because India used to import Orvo from East Germany. Because of rupee payment. So when Kotak stock came into town, that was like mother's milk, you know, it was gold. So you had to, you know, so you had to try to get, you know, Kotak stock to shoot your film. So because you know when some people who exported cinema, na, they used to get an import license against that. So कभी क्या आपको 2, 3, 4 रोल कोई मिल गए? I said no. See, that was Ray's favorite hotel. Whenever Ray used to come from, because Ray always did his re-recording in Bombay. Mangesh Desai at Rajkumar Studio was this wizard. You'll see his name on every film. Everybody's film, you'll see his name, Mangesh Desai. He was the best re-recordist probably in the world, one of the best in the world. And working in equipment that was of the 1940s. A tiny guy, almost lost in this huge chair, you know, just crumbled up there. So Manikda always came to get his re-recording done at Rajkumar Studio. So he used to always stay at Shalimar Hotel. I stayed there for a while. See, depending on how much money I had in my pocket, na, you know. तो जैसे वो पैसा कम होता गया, वैसे हमारा स्टैंडर्ड गिरता रहा, you know. Then finally, before I got my flat in Bombay, I stayed in a PG accommodation. You know, the people who own Commode Gallery, Gandhi's. So one of their daughters became a friend of mine. So then she got me this PG accommodation, bang opposite the US consulate on Warden Road, with a Muslim family, Khoja Muslim family. You know, who had a daughter who was studying in America. So then they said that they can rent this room out to me. So, you know, so like I say, one part of me just want to experience, you see. कि भाई होता कैसे है, लोग रहते कैसे हैं, हमें समझ नहीं आती ना कैसे रहते हैं. So then, you know, then of course drinking, man, we drank all over the bloody place. I'm telling you, you know, we drank in bloody buildings that are being made. We drank under the, you know, we drank from Taj Hotel to bloody Warsaw. In every little, you know, joint that you could find, you know. Aunty, it was always women who ran it. This huge business was mainly Christians. जो अड्डे थे ना, वो क्रिश्चियंस के हाथ में थे mainly. कि वो हिंदू तो काम करते नहीं इतना. तो वो क्या है ना, तो and the person who used to be in charge was always a woman. So they were strong, you know. You know, strong, you know, who could do my man ki gali with you see. So you don't screw around with the auntie, man, you know. She could catch you here and throw you out. तो इसलिए आंटी का अड्डा ना, ये वो सारी आंटी होती थी हमारी, और अड्डा वो चलाती थी. तो बांद्रा में हमने बड़ी जगह पे वहाँ पे there were 5, 6, 7, 8 famous ones. So right from Radio Club, man, you know, till Warsaw के बाद तो हम जाते नहीं थे. Already when you pass Juhu, it was sort of barren land, you know. Warsaw, there's a place called 4 bungalow and 7 bungalow. There literally 4 bungalow and 7 bungalow only वहाँ पर. और अभी देखो तुम, you won't believe it today what is happening there.